Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. This is your Z107.7 local news for Saturday, May 27th, 2023. This holiday weekend, officials from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Morongo Basin Station have told Z107.7 that they're significantly increasing their staffing to provide additional enforcement of DUI laws throughout the Memorial Day weekend. With more on how to prevent intoxicated or drunk driving in the high desert, here's Heather Clisby.
Our local law enforcement agencies are on the lookout for dangerous and intoxicated drivers during the holidays. The County Sheriff's Department and California Highway Patrol will be working hard to keep our roadways safe. Impaired driving is a major cause of vehicle collisions, and during the holidays, cases of drunk and influenced driving increase, especially here in the high desert where roads are dark, windy, and full of roaming wildlife. Whether you're a local or just visiting, here are some simple ways you can prevent drunk or drugged driving. If you drink or have taken drugs, legal or illegal, don't drive. Choose a designated driver for your group, or take a taxi, Uber, Lyft, or call someone to come get you. Don't ride in a car with a driver who's impaired. Always wear your seatbelt. Save a life by not letting someone else drive while under the influence. If you see an impaired driver on the road, call 911. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Heather Clisby.
Memorial Day weekend means it's Grub Steak Days again in Yucca Valley, with events happening today through Monday. Here with the rundown of events is assignment reporter Elle Weatherup.
Get your giddy up and come on out to these exciting Grub Steak Days events. On Saturday, head out to Yucca Valley for the Grub Steak Days parade, followed by games, tournaments, and a beard contest at Brum Park. On Sunday the 28th, the Pony Express makes its triumphant return to Pioneer Town after a cupcake bake-off and a live performance by Tumbleweed Time Machine. Be sure to get your free commemorative postcards from the Welcome Center in Yucca Valley. The Pony Express rides at noon. For more information, go to www.grubsteakdays.com or call 760-365-6323. Find these links and more at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Elle Weatherup.
A fundraiser for the recently closed local arts and performance space First World is being held this Saturday night. News Director Jeff Harmatz joins us with some background and information on the event.
First World, a music and art space in Joshua Tree, founded by Bobby First, was closed recently after the county received a complaint. This fundraiser, produced by Zeth Saharius and Cliffhanger Guides, will raise money for the nonprofit organization that oversees First World through a night of musical performances and an art auction. Musicians including Los Poncho Tones, the Urban Desert Cabaret, Parker Ainsworth, Jessica Von Rabbit, John Curry, Robbie Robin Creepa, Rosa Pullman, and David and Machine, and some wonderful surprises will perform at the Giant Rock Meeting Room Annex in Flamingo Heights. More than 80 pieces of artwork donated by 50 high desert artists, including Randy Palumbo, Diane Best, Brett Philpott, Kalina Hake, Clark Hunter, Sibel Rowe, Ron Therio, John Henson, and so many others will be sold via silent and live auctions, with Z107.7's own Gary Daigneault serving as the auctioneer for the latter. Full bar and pizza will be provided by Giant Rock Meeting Room, with a portion of sales donated to the cause. Z107.7 is a media sponsor of this event. Scheduled for today from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m., tickets are available at a link at this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Jeff Harmatz.
If you've noticed some damage to yucca plants or Joshua trees on your property, it could be due to an invasive species that specifically targets our area's namesake succulent. The yucca weevil can be found on Joshua trees from late winter through summer. They can be up to 3/4 of an inch long and have a long, distinct snout. The larvae of these beetles bore into the central growing point of a yucca plant, damaging the base and the roots. The Mojave Desert Land Trust is holding a Weevil Watch in an effort to document the presence of these invasive pests, and you can participate. A virtual training for the project will take place on Monday, June 12th from 4 to 5 p.m. They will train interested observers on how to spot yucca weevil damage, as well as how to participate in the project itself. Pre-registration is required. We'll have links to the event along with pictures of the yucca weevils at this story at Z107.7fm.com. It's the last weekend to catch Theater 29's main stage production, a family-focused musical called Disney's My Son Pinocchio, Geppetto's Musical Tale. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas tells you what you get when you wish upon a star.
Make plans to bring the entire family to catch Disney's My Son Pinocchio, a spin on the original classic tale of the puppet-turned-boy, featuring a multi-generational cast of talented performers ranging from 9 to 70 years old. My Son Pinocchio is a twist on the original classic, telling the tale from Geppetto's point of view, starring John Paulnow, Robin Wilson, and Eli Young, with a supporting cast that brings the flashback play to life. This is not a show to miss. My Son Pinocchio, Geppetto's musical tale, runs weekends from May 12th through 28th. Opening night tickets are available through Sandy Smith or email at a link in this story at Z107.7fm.com. Subsequent nights are available online at theater29.org or by calling the box office at 760-361-4151. Reporting for Z107.7, this is arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
If you're out and about this Memorial Day weekend and need something to binge, the National Park Service released a podcast earlier this year all about Joshua Tree National Park and the two massive deserts that come together to create the diverse and unique ecosystem. It's called Where Two Deserts Meet, and the 5-episode podcast series explores the park's special resources through interviews with experts in the field, with topics such as our dark desert skies that are perfect for stargazing, to the types of wildlife you'll see when adventuring in the park. The podcast title refers to the area where the Mojave and Colorado deserts transition into one another inside the park. We'll have a link to Where Two Deserts Meet, along with all of Z107.7's podcasts, at this story at our website, z1077fm.com. And that's your local news. You can hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.